Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third session out of 4 in the 2020 Manitoba Junior Provincials. I'm going to be your play-by-play commentator for all of the swimming heats today from Pan Am Pool Grand Forsyth, and I'm joined by two swimmers for themselves. Girls, introduce your name and who you are to the audience.
Okay, I'm Mia West, and I swim for Manta, and
I'm Jamie Pahalski, and I also swim for Manta.
So we got Brianne West, and sorry, I could not quite hear. We're having some difficulties hearing. So we got Brianne West.
oh, Mia West.
Mia West. Okay, Mia West.
Yeah.
And then
Jamie.
And then Jamie. All right, nice to have you guys here, Mia and Jamie. Just tell me a bit about your background in the sport of swimming.
Okay, so should I go first? Okay. I've been swimming in Manitoba basically my whole life. I've been swimming since I was 4 years old. I started on the Seals, and when a couple years ago I moved to Manta, and I've really been enjoying it. And yeah.
I actually live in Thunder Bay, and I moved to Manta recently because of all the closures, and because Tom was my head coach about 2-3 years ago, and I've been swimming since I was 11, 12, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And my sister's also a swimmer, so she helped me get into that too.
Oh, it's great that you girls have swimmers in the family and have a good passion for swimming. But for you, Jamie, what was that like moving away from your hometown of Thunder Bay?
It was definitely a big transition, but it was kind of helpful because I do have family that lives in Winnipeg, and it was good that I knew Tommaso, our head coach. I knew him from before, and the whole team was very supportive, and I got to know them very well, so it was very good.
How have you girls been enjoying this weekend so far, getting to be in the pool and race?
Well, we're actually not racing, so, but
I see.
Yeah. Well, my sister's racing, so we're here to watch, and my brother, and it's fun to watch the little kids kind of come and swim, the up and coming fast swimmers.
Yeah, get their man-sass times.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, how cool has it been to just see your family go out there and do what they've been doing this weekend?
It's been good. I mean, my little brother, he's 9, and he's just kind of learning how to swim still. So it's cute to watch him, because I remember when I was little, I didn't have an older sister to kind of look at it. Now I can kind of help him and stuff, so it's fun.
How's that experience been of getting to watch your brother help him out with his swimming?
It's just really cute, I think. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't really care that much about swimming.
Right.
Honestly. But yeah, he's swimming on my team that I started out at when I was little, and so it's just nice to see him kind of go down the same path as me and my sister, I guess.
What would you girls say is your favorite type of racing out there in swimming? Would it be the freestyle, the individual medley? What would it come down to for you guys, for you to pick your favorite swimming race?
Well, I mean, I kind of like everything. I'm the best. My best event is probably 100, 200 freestyle or 200 IM. Or I'm starting. My coach wants me to be a butterflyer now, so I'm kind of working on that too. But I really like IM. 400 IM is my favorite race, even though it's hard. But
It's hard. Very hard.
yeah.
I probably 200 or 400 free, but I enjoy 100 IM, even though it's not really a race. But I love it.
Well, looks like we're about to get started here. The first heat in the 200-meter butterfly for the girls. And they're off in lane 4, Irina Arcaro, along with Charlotte Sage in the 3rd lane, and in number 5 lane, Abby Torrance. In lane number 4, in the lead at this point, is Ariana Arcaro, followed by the 5th lane and the 3rd lane, tied right now, as it seems. And it's going to be Ariana Arcaro in first place at this point. And still in the lead with a good time so far.
This is a tough race for sure. Probably one of my least favorites. I've only swam it once. You need a lot of endurance for butterfly.
This is definitely not a fun race. I mean, it's fun, but it's
It's hard.
hard.
It's really, really hard.
yeah.
And the girl in the middle, Ariana Arcaro, killing it right now as she is in front still through the first 100 meters of the race. And taking a look at it, what would you say is the most difficult part about this type of race with the butterfly?
Oh, it's just like butterfly is just really tiring because I don't know.
Yeah, it's all about timing too. And like once you mess up your breaths, then it's hard to like get it back. And like then your hips start sinking and then your stroke kind of just goes down from there. So it's really hard to like keep the same body position the whole way through because you get tired and your arms feel heavier
Yeah.
every time you're going.
Yes, would it be fair to say that discipline plays a big factor into it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. You have to have a good mindset for this race because sometimes you just want to.
Sometimes
just wanna
start-
stop.
Yeah, it's a lot of mental.
Yeah.
It's definitely a big mental race, but
Right now, Ariana Arcaro out in the lead by quite a bit. Trailing her in second is, in the third lane, Charlotte Sage. And then in the fifth lane, Abby Torrance, way behind the rest of the pack. And Arcaro, as she touches up the wall there, on her way back now. Finally touching the wall is Charlotte Sage on the other side. She tries to somehow catch Ariana Arcaro. But taking a look at it, it's going to be Ariana Arcaro coming away with the first win of this third session of races.
Wow. Good for her.
yeah, this race is very tough.
And coming up next, going to have 6 swimmers in the pool, all occupying the second all the way to the 7th lanes. The 1st and 8th lane will be closed. Well, not closed, but no swimmers in them. And this will be the second heat of the girls' 200-meter butterfly event. Out in front to start off, getting a strong start in the second. And in the 6th lane is Hallie West in the 2nd lane and Valencia Fernandez in the 7th. What do you girls say is probably your favorite lane to swim in? I know that the 4 and 5 have a lot of good opportunities with where they're placed in the middle, but what would you say your favorite lane to swim in is?
I think, for me it doesn't really matter. Like, I just kind of swim my own race most of the time, but I like being in the middle because it's kind of like you can kind of see everyone. And yeah.
Yeah, no, 4 is definitely better to see everyone, but I feel like you're always in a lot of pressure when you're in lane 4
Yeah, that's
because
true.
That's
you have the
interesting.
fastest time.
That's interesting. I didn't know that the middle lanes, it makes sense, gives
Yeah.
you the best visibility of the race.
Yeah.
Definitely not the wall lanes. Not a huge fan of the wall lanes, but
Me either.
yeah.
Well, the swimmer closest to the wall,
Hallie.
closest to our broadcast and setup is Hallie West, and she's currently out in front by a big distance at this point. In second, in lane 6, Isadora Pedroza. But it is in the 2nd lane, Hallie West having a very good race for herself so far.
Yeah, she has some good underwaters. I think it's really good to have strong underwaters in butterfly
Yeah,
because
definitely.
off the wall is definitely the fastest part of the race other than the start.
Yeah. It's also good to have long underwaters in this race because you don't have to swim as much fly.
Exactly.
So.
But her stroke has basically stayed the same. Like, she isn't dropping her hips. She
Yeah.
looks very strong in the water.
Yeah. This is her only race this weekend, I think, so she's...
Is this her second time swimming it?
Yeah, she hasn't swum. I don't think she swims this race very much, so she doesn't have much experience, but she seems to be coming home strong.
Looking up to the big sister.
Yeah. It's my sister.
Must be proud to see what she's doing out here right now, hey?
Solid 2:23.95. That's really
Wow,
good.
that
That is really good.
Really fast.
And finishing with an impressive time of 2 minutes 23.95 seconds is Holly West. And coming in second in the 6th lane is Isadora Pedroza. In third, Julia Pedroza.
Sisters.
So the Pedroza have to assume they're sisters.
Yeah.
Finishing in the top 3, both 2 and 3. But as Holly West taking this second heat of the 200-meter butterfly event, and that'll conclude that heat for the girls. And move on to the one and only boys 200 butterfly heat. The racers off the diving board into the pool, and we're set to go. So right now it's pretty tight early on here in the race. But it's the 4th lane who is leading at this point, and that is Natty Vaserman.
Wow. Natty's going out strong.
Yeah. I'm too scared to go out strong in this race. I'll probably die out.
Natty Vaserman still in the lead with a strong start, but trying to gain some ground in the 2nd and 6th lanes. In the 2nd lane, Mahinder Singh, and in the 6th lane, Devin Lusk, who dominated earlier today. So there is no swimmer in the 7th lane at this point. So only 6 swimmers out there. So how nice is it to be back watching just competitive swimming once again?
It's awesome. I mean, like, because of COVID and everything, there hasn't been many chances to race. So this has been, like, I would say this is, like, really good for everyone. And I also love watching swimming.
Yeah, it's nice to be at a meet and not have to race.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little bit of a break.
Yeah. No, but it's fun. It's fun to watch these people race. I mean, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah. It's really important to keep the same rhythm in butterfly, because once you mess that up, your whole stroke messes up.
And Natty Vaserman absolutely cleaning up right now in this race, way ahead of the rest of the pack. Mahinder Singh making his way back now, but he's way behind Natty Vaserman. And Vaserman now making his way back as Mahinder Singh in second, but it is Natty Vaserman of the Manitoba Marlins Swim Club. No one will be able to catch him at this point. And he will finish the race in first, a time of 2 minutes 17.48 seconds. Looking to finish strong in the 2nd lane is Mahinder Singh, and he'll get second. And for third, it's going to be close, but it's going to be the 1st lane of Joe Sumner. 5th lane, Alex Wang getting 5th. Dylan Lusk in the 6th lane getting 5th. That'll do it for the one and only boys 200 meter butterfly heat. So what has training been like for you girls during this whole COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, should I wait? Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, it's been pretty rough.
Yeah, you can keep going. Yeah, you can keep going. Yeah.
No, it's been pretty hard. Like, it's been hard on, like, a lot of people, I think. Like, lots of people haven't really been able to come out of it because swimming is, like, kind of a sport where you can't really take that much time off because it's really all about, like, the feel and, like, you kind of want to keep swimming because you just get out of shape and it's hard to come back. And so with all the time off from COVID, like, lots of people just have quit. And so.
Yeah. I mean, like, being from Thunder Bay, Ontario, like, Ontario's been really, really bad with COVID. So the amount of pool closures have been really bad. And it's kind of hard to keep the motivation when you aren't in the pool because you're not swimming, you're not with your team.
Yeah,
it's just not the same like atmosphere.
Yeah, and like having to do all the like Zoom calls, like
Yeah.
working out.
Zoom
it's just
calls,
hard.
working out at home is not the same as working out with your teammates.
Yeah.
It's way more difficult, but keeping the motivation was definitely the hardest part. But because of all the pool closures, that's why I came to Manta, so I could swim normally, and it's been a really good transition so far.
Yeah, and I mean like it's also it's nice because we've been back at swimming for like a long time now. Like we haven't shut down for a while, so we're kind of getting back into the groove of
More
swimming.
meets, so
Yeah.
that's very good.
Yeah.
Mansa's coming up. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Looking at these races going on right now, it's the first heat of 9 in the girls 100 meter freestyle. And it is currently in first. In the third lane is Avery Lindgren, and she has no time recorded coming in on her seed time. Or no, in first actually was in the fourth lane of El Falsita, who came in with the best time. And it will be in the third lane of Aver Lindgren, who will be looking to capture second. And then in the fourth lane, or the fifth lane, we see Lily Rich. She will most likely, and looks like it will, come in third. But going into that, I mean, obviously tough to find a way to stay motivated during a time like COVID. What were things that you girls tried to do to keep yourself motivated to train?
Well, for me, like I was really fortunate because I'm half Danish, so in Denmark they've kept swimming open, and so I actually traveled there for a couple months and swam with the Danish team, and it was really good for me because swimming was shut down in Winnipeg, and it was good to keep swimming with a team and that really helped me stay motivated because I got to do some meets, and it was good.
Yeah, in the summer I tried to do some open water swimming. It was very cold because I'm right on Lake Superior. But I mostly tried to keep my cardio up, running, biking, hiking, everything like that. And sometimes I'd work out with my teammates as well, just outside, so I can get some of that atmosphere back in.
Yeah, because I think a big part of swimming is also being with your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Because swimming's a hard sport because you're kind of just your head's in the water and you're all by yourself for 2 hours or however long you're swimming for, and it's just it's just you and your head.
Right.
It's an individual sport, but it's also a team sport in the same way because I would not be able to swim without my teammates.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we are set to get the second of 9 heats for these finals for the girls 100 meter freestyle event. There will be 6 swimmers in this heat. Scratch that, 5 swimmers in this heat. And they're underway. And staying under water for the longest there was in lane 4 of Sadie Blacher. And out in front at this point is Ava Savard in the second lane. Trailing Ava Savard at this point in the fourth lane is Sadie Blacher. In third place in the fifth lane, McKenna Olofsson. But it is Ava Savard off to a strong start here in the 100 meter freestyle event. And Ava Savard still in front off the turn, but catching up to her, and I think she might have passed her at this point. It looks like she has in lane 4, Sadie Blacher. Will be an interesting finish here for the last lap of this race. Blacher out in front in lane 4, trying to gain back the lead. At least high is Ava Savard in the second lane. In third right now is McKenna Wolfson in the fifth lane, but it will be Sadie Blacher coming away with the win in the fourth lane. In the second lane, Ava Savard coming in second. In third, McKenna Olofsson in the fifth lane. In the fourth lane, Naomi Robotham. And in the third lane, Liebrecht coming in last.
Yeah, this race is definitely difficult because you need to go out as fast as possible, but you also need to bring it home even faster.
Yeah, because like I mean, you want to almost go the same rate as your 50 freestyle, but it's just double. It's double the distance.
Double the distance.
So you have to have good endurance, I guess.
Yeah.
Set to go here, and they're off. These swimmers. And currently with the lead, she was also in the water for the longest by the looks of it off the dive, was Sadie Wood in lane 2. And Sadie Wood off to a good start in her heat. She is just ahead of the swimmer in lane 5, who is Mila Newber. In third at this point, Brooke Pelican. But it is in the second lane. Sadie Wood still out in front. Does it ever get in your head as a swimmer when you're ahead, you know, that you might just want to coast it in to the finish?
Like, I think for me, yeah, sometimes. Like, sometimes when I race and I'm ahead, I don't really push myself as much because there's no one beside me, I guess.
Same. I mean, I probably feel better if I'm just swimming alone and ahead. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling really fast. But I know if there was someone beside me pushing me, I'd probably be going way faster.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Sadie Wood finishing in first in that heat. It is time to move on to the fourth heat out of 9 here. It will have 7 swimmers. Every lane occupied except for the 8th lane. And just kidding, we will have a full lineup of swimmers here, all 8 going at it for the hopes to win first in this heat, and they're off. And in the 5th lane is Chloe Chow. And she is off to a strong start here.
She had a very fast turn. That's really important for short distances.
And Chloe Chow in the 5th lane, keeping her distance and able to have a nice strong turn off the wall, a nice push off the wall. She goes into her 3rd lap now. For second place at this point in the heat, it's tough to say. Definitely lane 6 and 7 looking like they could very well finish in second or third. Watch out for the first lane as well of Kate Horn. Really giving it. But it is going to be Chloe Chow in the 5th lane, who will take it home. And finishing in second in the 7th lane was Tiana Paletta. And finishing in third for that heat was Kate Horn. So what was that experience like, Maya, of getting to swim with the Danish team?
It was pretty cool. I mean, like, I don't speak Danish because my dad never taught it to me. I wish he did, but it was, at first I was nervous because I didn't know anybody, and so, but they were all super nice and they all can speak English, so we all got to talk and stuff, and they were really nice to me, and the way they trained there was different. Like, the coach's style was different than my coach Tommaso, but I think it was really good for me because we did some more fast stuff. They kind of focused more on sprinting, and so when I came to my races, like, because I had a couple meets, I swam pretty fast there, and it was good.
Is that yards or meters?
It's meters there, yeah.
And out in front in this race in the 5th heat for the girls 100-meter freestyle is Braxton Case She's looking good in this race so far. Right behind her, though, in lane 4 is Abby Diebert. And then in lane 6, Altbrett Erlinson. And trying to catch Case out in front is Diebert. And Case at this point is going to end up taking the win for this heat, finishing in second, Abby Diebert, and in third in the 6th lane, Aldret Erlinson. So for you, Jamie, you've enjoyed the experience so far, getting to swim with Manta?
Yeah, I like Tom's coaching style, definitely. And the Pan Am pool is a great facility. I think their pool's awesome. Their blocks are awesome. So it's been really cool because the only time I ever come here is for meets. And getting to actually train here is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's been really good to have Jamie on our team. I mean, she's really fun and bubbly, and she makes practice a lot more fun. I'm really glad she came. So.
And you said, I think you said earlier that you're getting to work with a former coach that you used to work with? Or was I wrong in that?
Yeah. Head coach Tommaso used to be my head coach back on Thunder Bay Thunderbolts. So it was pretty easy to transition because I knew his coaching style, and I already knew who he was. So that was very helpful. He was pretty helpful with the whole transition too, and was very eager to have me come on to Manta. So yeah.
Yeah, it's great you were able to have that chance, and having that chance to work with a coach that you're familiar with, making that transition into Manta that much easier. We're in a 2-girl race right here. It is Maya Booth in lane 3 racing against Michaela Sinchishin. And at this point, Sinchishin is currently out ahead, in front by quite a bit on her teammate, both swimmers being from the Manta Swim Club. And we'll be interested to see if Maya Booth will be able to, and will end up getting second. Is Maya Booth. Coming away with the win is Michaela Sinchishin. And that will do it for that. Moving on to the 7th out of the 9 heats that are displayed for the girls 100-meter freestyle, with 8 skaters that will enter the pool here coming up. And they're off. In the 5th lane, taking the lead to start things off here is Gabrielle Bergeron. Bergeron, only trailing her, is, I believe, the 7th lane is closest at this point. Gaining good ground in the 4th lane is Dela Cruz. And in the 7th lane is Chloe Park. Losing a bit of speed, trying to keep up. Strong performance, nice turn there from Gabrielle Bergeron, and I assume you girls would agree that the turn when when you get to the other end, turning back is the turn there is essential.
Yeah, the turn's really important. I mean, especially for 100 and like 100 freestyle sprint races. Yeah, you want to make sure your turns are fast.
Yeah, and fast push off too. That's one of the fastest part of the races is push off the wall.
Yeah, you can definitely lose a lot of time if you have slow turns. So.
And it is Gabrielle Bergeron. Finishing in first in lane 5. In second was Aaliyah Dela Cruz. And in third place, Brittany Zhuang. And we will be moving on to the 8th heat now. For the finals for the girls 100 meter freestyle event. And it will be 8 swimmers that will enter the pool once again. And they are off. Tough to tell who has the lead at this point. I believe it is lane 7 in Chambers who has an advantage, but in lane 8, Noella Champagne finishing that first 25 meters strong. She is out in front at this point. She is followed by now in the 5th lane of Ann Magnus. But there's still Noella Champagne out in front here. First 50 meters of the race done. Final 50 meters coming up. Champagne still out in the lead. Getting stronger as the race has gone along. In lane 5 is Ann Magnus. Catching up to Ann Magnus and even passing her at this point. In lane 4 is Marie Joel. But it's still in lane 8. Noella Champagne looking to finish things off. There's swimmers trying to catch up, but it will be Noella Champagne that will take the victory. Coming in second, Marie Joel. And in third is Davis Weitzel. Moving into the 9th and final heat now of these 100 meter freestyle girls finals. Be one swimmer that is not going to be occupying the pool in lane 4. So lane 4 open, all the other lanes filled up, and the swimmers are off. Out in front once again, I believe it is in lane 8, it is Emerson Brick. And matching her almost in lane 1 is Claire McCallum. Looks like McCallum and Brick, the top 2 in this heat right now, is Emerson Brick out in front looking for some more separation. Good push off, a good turn, and she heads into her next 25 meters, her final 50 meters of this race, along with all the other swimmers. But in lane 1, it is Claire McCallum. She's having a strong race for herself now. On the final 25 meters here, it's going to be Emerson Brick's heat to lose, her race to lose. Who can catch her? Let's see. It looks like nobody. And Emerson Brick able to come away with the victory, finishing in second in that heat was Madison Campbell. And then in third, Kiera Wilson. So do you girls have any swimmers that you like to watch on TV? And would you say that you got a favorite swimmer, or you just or do you even watch swimming when it's on TV?
Probably Penny.
I like Penny Alexia.
Pretty good pick. Pretty good pick.
she's-
Honestly, one of the few swimmers I know. So.
Yeah, no, she's really cool, I think. And
Yeah, and Maggie McNeil. And
I like
Marla
Taylor Ruck
Sanchez.
too. 'Cause,
Oh yeah, Taylor Ruck.
I mean, all the Canadian girls. We have quite a bit of
Yeah, we have
really
a-
fast Canadian
Oh
swimmers.
yeah, and Summer McIntosh.
And some. Oh my
oh
god.
my goodness.
Yeah, Summer McIntosh.
She's crazy.
She's insane,
Must be encouraging to see that the sport is at the point where it's at right now with the swimming in Canada, especially for the women's.
Oh yeah.
It's super exciting.
No, they did awesome in the Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
Is Sias Kessie out in front in this first heat of the boys 100 meter freestyle event in the 22nd event of the weekend. Of course, this is the third session out of the 4 that will be broadcasted here on ASTV, North America's fastest growing media. Happy to be here to broadcast it this weekend. These provincial swim meets from Pan Am Pool in Winnipeg, Manitoba, but it is out in front, Sias Kessie in the 5th lane with a huge lane. with a huge lead, and he comes away with it with this win. Will be Cameron Harms in third, meaning Mahmoud Qasim ended up finishing second. And in the fourth lane, Cameron Harms coming in at third. I can't hear them talking.
You can't hear them at all?
No. My headphones are cranked all the way up. That's
That
great.
was cranked to the top too.
And they're off.
This one wouldn't do anything?
In the lead
Good.
from the Gators.
I think now?
Yeah.
Is it a bit? Okay, we'll turn down. Now is that one is in third session out of the 4 in the junior Manitoba junior provincials. Currently out in front in this heat in the second lane, Shane away with the win here. Noah Cambly in the fifth lane coming away with second, and Angad Grual in the sixth lane coming away in third. Moving on to the third of 8 heats here for the boys 100 meter freestyle. Will be 8 swimmers here coming up ready to get set to go into the pool. And they're all out in front in lane 2. Elliot Boucher in second at this point. In the lane right beside him. Third is Matthew McKay. And Matthew McKay having some company for himself in that second spot. But it is Elliot Boucher at this point in the second lane in first place. Going into the final 50 meters of this race now. It is Elliot Boucher having a heck of a race here so far in the first 75 meters. And on his way back now is Elliot Boucher. And Elliot Boucher looks like he has it in the bag in second at this point. In the third lane is Matthew McKay. Just kidding, I think that number 5, Alan Cheater, will end up getting second. Matthew McKay in third. And those will be the top 3. And finishing in last there is Byron Bourne, who was in the 8th lane. So what is the plan for you girls coming up this swim season? What are the events that you girls are going to be participating in coming up here?
Well, for me, I actually have a meet in Toronto next weekend. So me and my coach are gonna go swim there. And what else do we have?
Well, Mansas is coming up, and
Mansas.
hopefully when I'm in Mansas, I'm going to get some trials times and be able to go with Mia because she's all set there.
Yeah, so then after Mansas, like a week after Mansas, there's trials for...
Yeah.
I mean, the trials, it's like there's a bunch of different teams you can make off of that.
Yeah.
It's just a
if
good
it's
meet
the year
too.
of the Olympics, then it's Olympic trials. But
Yeah.
and then after that we have Westerns.
Oh yeah, Westerns.
Which will be in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And in this heat, in the fourth heat for the boys 100-meter freestyle, currently out in front, in lane 4 is Rylan Glore. Rylan Glore, a good performance here. Has looked good this weekend as well. And he will finish the race in first. Marco Eric in the 5th lane finishing in 2nd. And Asher Dalhouse in the 7th lane finishing in 3rd. And the Russell list rounds out there. So what's the preparation going to be heading into that meet you got tomorrow?
Well, I think this week, like, me and my coach, we're just kind of, well, for everybody else, actually, we have a time trial, so a lot of the other swimmers are going to be racing, and since I have a meet this weekend, I'm just going to be training through it and, I don't know, doing some fast work, some speed work, and working on, like, fast turns, underwater, stroke rate, all that kind of stuff. Getting lots of rest, nutrition.
And what about for yourself, Jamie? How are you going to prepare for your event coming up?
Oh, no.
Definitely lots of sleep. Lots of sleep. Lots.
Definitely.
Oh my god, we got Ronan.
Success. Right now in front, Cole Davidson in the 4th lane. And in the 5th lane in last right now, I don't want to butcher his last name, but I'm going to try my best here. I believe in the 5th lane it is Somto Nkechika. And in the 3rd lane at this point is Ronan West.
Look at
I
him go.
believe this is your younger brother racing.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Go Ronan.
Looks like he will be finishing the race in 2nd at this point, so gotta feel happy he's gonna come away with 2nd in this heat.
Yes.
But it is Cole Davidson, his teammate, or not his teammate, looking at the board. Cole Davidson finishing in first.
I think he lost his goggles.
Yeah, he lost his goggles. He can't see. That's really sad.
Oh.
It happens.
Yeah, one time it happened to me in my tuner backstroke, so it was okay because
Really? In backstroke?
Yeah,
Oh.
they fell off the start.
Oh, mine fell off the start of a 400 free,
Oh.
and I was blind. It was horrible.
No, it sucks when you lose your goggles.
Yeah, that's why I always double cap.
Yeah.
Would definitely be tough when you're doing the freestyle event as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, or butterfly. I could not imagine not being able to see butterfly.
Coming up next, the 6th heat in the boys 100-meter freestyle. And they're off. Out in the 4th lane with the lead so far is Matthew Mee, or Matthew Mai. Still out in front is Mai, but gaining some traction on him and almost passing him at this point in the 7th lane. There's Ahmed Benani. But a nice turn, a nice push for Matthew, or for the 4th lane in Lucas Buick, who is now out in front. And it is Lucas Buick on his way back, looking for that first place spot. Having a chance to potentially beat him on Mad Banani. And who's it gonna be, Banani or Buick? And the win goes to Buick here. Banani finishes in second. And in third, Addie Bailey Ross. So you can see the top three there. How nice is it to be able to see, you know, all the different teams here coming back for, you know, I believe I heard it's the first swim meet back here in Manitoba since COVID shut everything down.
It's definitely we've had a couple meets, but this is definitely a good meet because I think a lot of little kids, like the younger ones, haven't had any meets at all. Like all the meets we've had have been for our age, like older people. So it's good for the little kids. I think this is their first big meet.
Water splashing up in this race right now. Is Cooper Klein out in front. He is in lane 5. Gaining on him though in lane 4 is Jacob Bell. And right behind Klein and Bell in the third lane is Luke St. Laurent. And this is going to be a close finish. In the fourth lane, it's Bell looking to finish strong. Will it be Klein or Bell? And it will be Jacob Bell finishing in first over the number 5 lane swimmer and Cooper Klein, who finishes second. Luke St. Laurent getting the third spot in that heat. And this looks to be the final heat of the boys 100-meter freestyle event. So, what do you girls say right now? Obviously, both of you being really good swimmers, but what are some things that you girls want to continue working on to keep improving as a swimmer?
I think a really big thing for me is like just recovery, like because I think what I do in the pool has been pretty good. Like my coach is really doing a good job, and I've been working hard and stuff, but recovery is super important, like eating right, stretching, like recovering your muscles as best as you can.
I think for me it's definitely my mentality, because I get a little too much into my head, and I feel like swimming's like a very like mental sport as well as physical. But yeah, just need some more confidence, and because of COVID it's definitely been rough, but I'm trying my best to get back to where I was, and I feel like with Tommaso's help it'll happen.
Looking at this race now, it is Visentin in first place, and he will finish in first. His name, Alexander Visentin, with the Seal Swim Club, coming away with a time in his win of under 1 minute. It's very impressive. First heat of a new event here set to start for this third session. Event 23, the 200-meter girls breaststroke. And this one definitely has to be a tough one, just in terms of having that endurance and keeping it up.
Yeah, breaststroke is definitely one of my worst strokes.
Yeah, breaststroke's pretty hard.
It is hard.
It's hard to be good at it too, because I think like you want to make. There's a lot of technical things you have to work on, like getting your head down, your hips up, and gliding, and having a strong kick. Like, there's a lot of parts to breaststroke.
It's definitely the most technical stroke for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's not It's not that hard of a stroke, honestly. I mean, it's hard to do it well, but I
Yeah.
think butterfly is definitely the hardest. But this
Butterfly is
is
definitely the hardest, like physically endurance.
Yeah.
But I'd say technical, probably breaststroke.
Out in front here is Rosie Bowles in the 4th lane. Behind her is Mila Haschuk in the 3rd lane. In 3rd place right now in the far lane is Alan Duak. And taking a look at it is going to be in the 5th lane of Natalie Veras, who I think currently has a bit of an advantage on Helen Duak. But out in front in this race is Rosie Bowles. Rosie with the lead here over Mila Haschuk. And will in fact be Rosie Bowles still with the lead here over Haschuk.
This is a long race. It's definitely
Oh,
long.
yeah. I don't even remember the last time I've done 200 breaststroke.
It is Rosie Bowles still keeping her lead here as she is in the 4th lane. She goes back the other way.
Definitely need strong pullouts for sure.
Yep. I love pullouts.
Yeah,
It helps me so much.
Pullouts are pretty fun.
Yeah.
Rosie Bowles still in first, right on her tail. In lane 3 is Mila Haschuk. And will Haschuk be able to catch Bowles here? Be interesting to see. Out in 3rd, in lane 6, Howland Duak, Manta Swim Club. In 4th, it is Natalie Faras, and coming in first is Rosie Bowles, followed by Mila Haschuk in 2nd, Helen Duak in 3rd, who was in lane 6, and in 4th and last place for this heat, Natalie Veras, who was in the 5th lane. Coming up here, there will only be 2 swimmers set to go. And it will be the second of 4 heats here in the girls 200 meter breaststroke finals. And the swimmers are into the pool. Underway here. Jane Gorczynski in the 4th lane. Sophie Marshall right behind her. It will be Sophie Marshall.
I think as much as we were saying that breaststroke is like a hard stroke to be good at, I think a lot of little kids are pretty good at it too because it's it kind of comes pretty naturally at
It
the same
does,
time.
and you can breathe every stroke, and I think a lot of
Yeah.
little kids like that.
Yeah.
I was never the best at breaststroke, though. The whip kick is not my thing.
Obviously, nutrition such a huge part of any sport, and swimming no different. What do you girls say you've learned about, how to, what to put in your bodies to get the best out of your performance as the years have gone along?
Lots of fluids. A lot of fluids.
Yeah. For water. I mean, Jamie doesn't like water. but
Yeah.
but sorry.
I drink lots of milk. I drink lots of Gatorade. I drink water at practice.
But yeah, no, staying hydrated is really important.
Yeah.
And also just like having energy, like you want to get your carbs and all that too before you swim. And
Yeah.
in between my races, I like to eat go-go squeezes.
Yes, go-go squeezes are so good.
Yeah, I think because it's light, but it's like
Yeah.
some energy.
I mean, like, especially being a swimmer, you're, like, me and Mia train, like, 9 times a week, like, constantly. So it's we don't really have to worry about how much we eat because we should be eating a lot because we burn so much. So a lot of carbs is important. Eat a lot of food and your fruits and veggies.
Yeah, if you I mean, if you don't eat enough, like, you're just gonna be so tired.
Exactly.
You're gonna have no energy.
Like swimming 2 times a day, like you need to be eating like all throughout, basically.
Yeah, it's like everyone says like swimmers just always eat so much.
Yeah,
food,
they do. I eat all the time.
Here in the 4th lane is Jane Gorczynski coming up, and she is in the lead here currently. Over the girl in lane number 5 in Sophie Marshall. It is Jane Gorczynski still out in front, but trailing her not by much is in the 5th lane Sophie Marshall. Strong performance here by Gorczynski. And like Gorczynski here, going to finish it strong and win this heat over Sophie Marshall. And that means first place in this heat going to Jane Gorczynski. Set for the 3rd heat in the girls 200 meter breaststroke, and we are underway, diving into the pool here. Staying under the water for long, these girls did, before getting into their first few strokes of the breaststroke. In lane number 4, Bridget Sage, with some strong performances already this weekend. See if she can keep it up here in the 200 meter breaststroke in this 3rd heat. And it will be Bridget Sage being able to get the lead here and keep it still throughout this race. In second at this point in the 6th lane is Ava Timpug. In 3rd, it is tough to tell between lane 8, lane 5, and lane 3. We'll get a better look here once they do make their turn. And at this point in 2nd, in lane 6, is going to be Ava Timpug, but still out in front by with good space between her and Timpug is Bridget Sage.
I think for 200 breaststroke, like, it's really important to just go out strong because you really don't get that tired.
No, you don't.
Like, you wanna just go out as strong
As
as you
fast
can,
as
like,
you can, yeah.
because you just kind of can hold the speed. I mean, you
Yeah.
want to stay long, you want to glide a
Going
lot.
out fast is important for like every race because then that's how you kind of start finding your pace after that.
I mean, it's better to go out fast and die than
Yeah.
go out slow and die because you're just gonna die anyway.
Exactly.
So,
Might as well go out fast then die.
yeah.
It is Bridget Sage still out in front. In 2nd here, still with a good performance, save a Timpug. in third at this point. Emma Harvey, she gets overtaken there in lane number 3 by Ann Magnus. And very impressive performance here from Bridget Sage. Able to get to the turn faster than anybody in this heat so far. And she is just cruising out there. And it will be Bridget Sage who will finish with a time of 2 minutes 56.63 seconds. And this race not even being close, really, in terms of the time. In second, Ava Timpug, and finishing in third in the third lane is Ann Magnus. Set for the fourth heat now out of the female 200-meter backs breaststroke. And the swimmers are off. We are set here to go. And they are in the fifth lane currently at Zenon Appraise. Zenon Appraise with a strong start in this heat. In the eighth lane is Kiara Wilson, but in the first lane gaining some steam and speed is Julia Pedrosa, but is all Appraise Zenon at this point in the race. So obviously a lot of hard events in swimming. Some you girls obviously enjoy better than others, but what we say is one race you would be okay with if they said they wouldn't make you do it again.
1500 freestyle.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck between 1500 freestyle, 400 IM, and 200 fly.
Yeah.
Those are definitely the hardest races in my opinion.
Yeah, for me it's definitely 800 or 1500 free, just like the long distance.
800's not that bad.
It's better than 15,
better,
but it's still
it's
like
it's way better than 1500.
Yeah, 1500 does sound like quite a bit.
1500.
it is a lot.
Does sound like quite a
1500
bit,
is
no doubt.
really rough.
It's hard to be good at, but there are some pretty fast
Probably
people.
1500 actually.
Yeah.
Because like 400 IM is really hard, but like
It's
I
over
like
faster.
IM because I like switching strokes.
Yeah, me too.
So Jamie, earlier on you mentioned that you were doing some swimming in some open water.
Yeah.
So I assume that what you did it at a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? Just having that experience, doing that, practicing your swimming compared to in a normal pool like these swimmers are swimming in.
It's definitely a lot different. It's a way colder for sure, but it's actually, I love Lake Superior. It's gorgeous. It's definitely a different feeling swimming open and there's just water all around you. It's way different, but I enjoyed it for sure.
Yeah, no, I remember I went to Western Canada Games a couple years ago and they had an open water race and it was just the water.
Did you do it?
I did it. It was my first time ever doing open water and it was interesting because
I feel like it'd be kind of hectic with everyone else around
there
you.
were so many people and like so you have to kind of I don't remember what it's called, but you have to psych or like sighting or something, and you have to stick your head out of the water and like while you breathe, and so you can see because the lake water is just brown.
Yep.
And it was just it was really difficult because the water was freezing.
Oh
and there's so
yeah.
many people
Oh my gosh, the water is so cold.
and having to raise your head just it's like so much more energy.
Yeah. But open water and swimming is definitely interesting, though.
It's fun.
Pretty cool.
It's fun, but it's hard.
It is hard. He comes from Lake Superior when you come to Thunder Bay.
I will.
It is now the first heat of the boys 200-meter breaststroke. And as these 3 swimmers in this heat get ready to go, Ian Quinn, Alex Wang, and Alexander LeBlanc, and they're off.
Oh, we had a fast start.
Huge dives and still underwater as all of them.
That was a really good
Last to
pull
come
out.
up and first to lead
Yeah.
in this event in this heat is Alex Wang in the 4th lane. He's followed by, in the 3rd lane, Ian Quinn. In the 5th lane, falling behind the rest of the pack by just a bit. Those two in Wang and Quinn is LeBlanc.
Alex has some good pullouts.
Yeah, Alex
he's getting
does-
like past
He's
10
getting
meters.
very, very far in his pullouts. That's
Yeah.
actually really impressive.
No, that's good, especially short course, because you don't have to. If you can get like as
That
far as
far?
he's going, he only has to swim 15 meters left of his
Yeah.
of the lap, and so
And pushing off the wall gives you a lot more speed.
it's definitely a lot faster.
Yeah.
It is hard when I swim breaststroke. It's like, especially short course, there's so many turns, and so staying under the water for that long,
Oh,
I
yeah.
lose my breath so fast.
It's always when you do IM and then back to breast turn, and then
Yeah.
when doing the pull out, I always lose my breath.
Alex Wang absolutely cleaning up right now in this race. It is Ian Quinn in the 3rd lane who is trying to keep a hold of 2nd place, but look out, Alexander LeBlanc right on his tail for that 2nd place spot. Ian Quinn looking to get some separation from himself and LeBlanc here with the push off the wall. And a big goal for both these swimmers behind Wang is to do exactly that, to catch Wang as they are behind him. And it is Alex Wang out in front by, you could say, a mile here. And he is on to his next set of laps here as he makes his way back to the other wall.
oh, last 50, he's going.
Yeah,
Look
he
at
is.
him.
You always gotta push at the last 50.
Yeah.
Everything you got left.
And in the 3rd lane, Ian Quinn, of course, still in 2nd. In 5th, Alexander LeBlanc has some work to do if he wants to catch Quinn. Quinn's performance looking strong so far. And it will be Alex Quinn finishing this race way sooner before the rest of his competitors in this heat. And it will be Ian Quinn. Looks like he will be getting 2nd place in this heat. And of course, trailing behind him is Alexander LeBlanc. And as Quinn finishes the race, LeBlanc finally catches up.
Alex Wayne was 2 seconds off of the Mansas time. So close.
We are on to the 2nd heat now of the 3 that will be happening here in the boys 200-meter breaststroke. And there will be 7 swimmers in this heat, and they're off. And here, to start things off, I believe in lane 1, so either lane 1 or lane 4 who has the lead right now. I believe it is lane 4, and that lane belongs to Quang Lee. Isaac Hun, I believe is his name, is DNS, so did not swim. He was supposed to be in the 3rd lane. but out in front, it is Quang Lee in the fifth lane, and the fourth lane. In the fifth lane is Matthew Mai. He is in second place. In third place at this point, it looks to be either lane 1 or lane 8. Lane 1 being occupied by Ahmed Benini, and lane 8 being occupied by Noah Cambly. Definitely the middle and outside lanes, the leaders so far in this race. It is in lane 4, Quang Lee with the advantage, slight advantage over Matthew Mai. And Quang Lee out in lane 4, looking to stay ahead of Matthew Mai for that first place spot. In third place at this point, it's a close one for third between Ahmad Benini in lane 1 and in lane 8, Noah Cambly. But it is Lee and Mai both close to each other in terms of where they're at in the pool. It looks here like Quang Lee got a bit of an advantage with him getting to the wall before Matthew Mai. Him and Mai definitely the swimmers looking to take home first. Definitely the two swimmers in the best position, taking sole possession of the third spot in this race is in lane number 1 in Ahmed Benini. And Ahmed Benini looking to make this closer. He's looking to finish strong in the second lane there now. Trying to gain there on Benini is Gigarts. But it looks like in fourth it is Noah Cambly. Coming in first is going to be Quang Lee. In second, in the fifth lane, Matthew Mai. In third is going to be Ahmed Benini. And in fourth and fifth, in the eighth lane, Noah Cambly was in fourth. In fifth was Ethan Lang, who was in the seventh lane. And we got one more heat coming up for the boys 200-meter breaststroke heat finals. And there will be 8 swimmers here set to dive into the pool. And we are set here for the final breaststroke event for men's in the 200. Losing my paper here, but it is the third and final event for the breaststroke portion of things for this 200 meter. And out front right now in the fifth lane is Harlem Lowe. And Harlem Lowe just ahead of the swimmer in the sixth lane, which is Jerome Timpug. And it is in the fifth lane, Harlem Lowe in first at this point. So here's another question. Do you girls have a specific pre-swim ritual that you do before every meet?
I mean, like, before warm-up and stuff, I think as a team we all go and do some activation, like arm swings, leg swings, some lunges, that kind of stuff. And then before my race, I like to kind of just be with my friends sort of to get my mind off of it.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the little distractions, you're not focusing so much, and it kind of stresses me out too much.
Yeah, me too. And then I like to listen to music, and when I'm behind the block, that's kind of when I like focus and
Yeah.
get in the zone.
Yeah, definitely listening to music I love listening to music before my races. It gets me more pumped up.
Yeah.
What's your go-to music you listen to? Or is it just a variety of things?
It's kind of a variety. I mean, like, I don't normally listen to rap, but for swim meets, like, I always listen to rap songs because they're more, like, upbeat.
Yeah,
And
me
some,
too.
like, Macklemore, Can't Hold Us. Or Downtown.
Yeah.
S&M by Rihanna.
Yeah. I like upbeat songs, you know.
Yeah.
Gets me like jumping around and stuff.
Right.
Oh. Jerome is coming back really fast.
He's coming out of nowhere. Let's go.
His breaststroke looks really good. He's getting really far.
And finishing off in first, Jerome Timpug here in the 6th lane. In the 5th lane, Harlem Lowe was the initial leader in this race, finishes in 2nd. And the other swimmers make their way back to the starting point, of course, where they finish all their races, right where they start. Finishing in 3rd, Jonah Brownson in the 7th lane. And all the other results will come in shortly. We will now be moving on to event 25, the girls 50-meter butterfly event.
55. Jamie likes 55.
I love 55.
And these races here coming up going to be shorter than most of the races we've seen today so far.
Yeah. It'll be nice. It'll go by fast.
Sprint fly is the best fly.
I disagree.
What? We'd rather do 200 fly than 50 fly. I mean, yeah.
No, but 200 fly feels nicer than 50 fly. Like, because 50 fly, you have to move your arms really fast.
Yeah.
I like going slow.
Yeah, but you're not slow. You're going slow is still faster than my going fast.
And the swimmers are off. The first 25 meters of the 50-meter butterfly event. Out in front in the 2nd lane is Noella Champagne. He's on her way back now. Strong push and turn off of the wall into the final 25 meters of the race now. In 2nd and 3rd, neck and neck between Gabrielle Aaliyah and T. Patterson. But it will be Noella Champagne finishing in first. Will be Gabrielle Aaliyah finishing in 2nd. And T. Patterson finishing in 3rd, who is in the 4th lane. Coming up is the 2nd heat of the 6 heats here for the girls 50-meter butterfly finals. And will be 8 swimmers in this event, in this heat. And we are off. The start of another heat here, the start of another race. It seems to be lane number 4 that has the best advantage here, looking for a strong push, turn off the wall. And in lane number 4, that's going to be Abby Torrance, looking to keep her distance from her and Tiana Paletta. It's really only her and Tiana Paletta, and only Abby Torrance standing only Tiana Paletta standing in Abby Torrance's way, or swimming in Abby Torrance's way, as Abby Torrance able to come out with a big victory here in a close one.
I think in the 50 meters, it's really important to just keep your head down and swim. Like, don't breathe.
I rarely breathe on 50 fly.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to really breathe. It's
No.
just like 30 seconds of swimming, so. You want to get
And
a
these
fast
swimmers off once again. Unke Chica in first place. And that is Chisholm Unke Chica, who's still in first place. Strong performance by him, or by her, in this race. She's looking for the win here, and she's going to get it. Chisholm Unke Chica
And that is a Mansas time.
able to
Good job.
win against her competitors in that heat, and really dominating the whole heat there in general was Unke Chica. Obviously, you girls are experienced swimmers at this point, so how often would you say that you girls as a team practice dives?
Not that much. I wouldn't say we
Yeah.
practice dives as much.
I feel like
When we were younger, yeah.
yeah, when we were little, we used to do it a lot. But
I mean, I can't dive.
I know I feel like I need to work on my dive actually more than we do.
My dive's pretty bad.
Yeah, mostly like it's mostly Saturday mornings if we,
Yeah.
but we rarely ever do. Or in the mornings, sometimes morning practices we do because
We
we're
use-
the main
yeah.
team.
We use the blocks normally.
So how often do you girls practice in a given week?
9 times a week. Yeah.
And then, yeah.
9 times a week.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. So I guess you're in the water twice a day sometimes?
Yeah. Yeah, we go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we swim twice, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
And
Wow.
then Tuesdays and Thursdays we also have dry land after practice.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Not much time
But
to
it's
do
good.
anything else. But- and then the weekend's basically napping,
Yeah.
catching up on sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, have a hard week of swimming, and then you get to have a nice long weekend of napping. That's
Yeah.
definitely a huge
Yep.
benefit. But do you ever feel yourself getting sick of being in the pool at all? Like what do you do to keep yourself busy in your pastimes? When you aren't swimming.
Yeah.
Netflix.
I mean swimming, like it's a lot of time. Like it
Right.
takes up so much of your life, and like I think it's super important to kind of have a separate life.
Yeah, a separate life where
from
it's
the
not just
pool.
all focusing on swimming.
Yeah.
Like that is your whole life.
Yeah, I think it's really important to like have some friends outside of swimming and just not always
Yeah.
be all about swimming. I mean,
I agree.
I love swimming, but I kind of want to not think about it all the time.
All the time.
you know?
It's a
Oh,
little
yeah.
stressful.
Totally understandable. Don't want to get burnt out, right? So-
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And I mean, we're already
exactly.
there, like at the pool all the
Yeah.
time. So when I'm not there, I just want to focus on.
Woohoo, go Quinn.
It's going to be Quinn Snively coming in the first lane.
And that's a
Outside
Mansas time for
smoke.
Quinn. Quinn's family actually took me in as a billet. So shout out to John and Carrie's probably listening. Thank you. They're the sweetest.
Yeah, and they're also my cousin.
Yep.
So Jamie's basically my new cousin.
Yep.
Um,
It worked out very
it's great,
perfectly.
yeah.
And it took a while for her to perform her first stroke of this 50-meter butterfly, but it is in lane 3, Madison Reimer, who currently has some work to do if she wants to finish in first in this heat. But it looks like in lane number 7, it will be Claire McCallum who will come away with the win, but it will be close, and Claire McCallum able to get the first touch on the wall before Mika Tenkula of the Manitoba swim team did. And that will do it for the .50-meter butterfly girls races. We are now moving on to the boys 50-meter butterfly events, and this will be the first of 6 heats coming up.
Oh, we got the brothers in lane 7 and 8.
Right beside each other. That's some
Who's gonna
competition.
get it?
Who's gonna get it? I'd be very intimidated if I had a younger
little.
sister.
Yeah.
A little sibling rivalry here
Yeah.
going on. And it's Moaz Kasim in lane 7.
Wow. He's got a nice fly.
Yeah, very strong.
He
The way
is
his chin
looking-
just comes up so
Yeah.
easily. I do not look like that when I do fly.
And Moaz Kasim absolutely dominating. And him and his brother, polar opposites here,
Yeah.
as his brother will finish last in the heat. But it will be Moaz Kasim, Elliot Boucher in second, as well as Messias Kessie was in the first lane, finishing
He did good.
in third.
I think they have a little age gap, so
Yeah.
he's young. That's okay.
It's
What?
skim milk.
And into the next heat here. It is in lane 5. Jacob Bell. And it's close between Bell as he comes out of the water along with Nathan Mendoza. Can Mendoza catch him? Will Bell hold on?
Let's see if
Bell
they
looking to
keep their
finish
head down.
strong, and he does.
Just go. You just gotta put your head down and go.
Yeah. Last like
That's
10 meters
yeah,
of
that's
your
what
race, you just-
Tom always screams at me.
Yeah.
Put your head down and go.
Oh, someone is gonna be swimming by themselves.
And
I don't know
Looks
if I'd
like
love
there
or
will
hate
only
swimming
be-
by myself.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, like
I don't want everyone
all
to
the
watch me.
attention's on you, but it's like you have no one to race.
yeah. You got this.
But usually everyone always cheers
Yeah.
the loudest
fun.
if it's
If there were
just one-
spectators.
if there were spectators.
They're
This
cheering
is
from
true.
home.
This is
So.
true. They're cheering behind the screen.
Yeah.
have you girls ever done a race solo like this?
I have never actually.
I don't think I have either.
I feel like it would be interesting because, like, sure it is all about time, but you want those other swimmers in there to try to
Yeah.
match their
Yeah,
speed.
exactly.
I know Quinn did her 400 IM if you're the eye alone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 400 IM's a long race to do alone
Yeah.
too. Good for her though.
Yeah.
Team Quinn.
And Unke Chica finishing with a time of 52.97 seconds.
Good race.
And we will now move on to heat number 4 out of 6 here. Coming up in just a bit, we'll have the
I love Hungary.
girls 100 meter individual medley event.
100 IM is the best race.
I love 100 IM.
Oh, and then we got relays later.
Oh, there's
And the
a
swimmers are off.
it's a false start from lane 6.
In the lead here to start things off in lane 5. It is going to be Lucas Buick. And Lucas Buick able to get there first. Looking to finish strong, but not out of the water yet. Buick with Bailey Ross right on him. It's going to be Buick looking to finish strong, but Bailey Ross not going down without a fight. Who's
Oh
it going
my
to
gosh,
be? It's
it's
going to
so-
be Buick.
That was really
Lucas
close.
Buick in lane 5,
That was a
finishing
close
with the win here in this heat. Coming in second, so close behind him, was Bailey Ross. And in third, in lane 6, Ron Gigerts.
I remember I false started at the beginning of a relay.
Oh no.
I felt horrible. But they sold the swim.
I remember false starting when I was little. I used to get really upset.
Oh yeah. Like imagine false starting like a 1500 or something.
I would have not.
I would just hopped out of the pool.
Yeah.
Into the 5th heat now. Rylan Glore in lane 2, and he's had a good showing so far here in session 3. See what he can do here. He's way
Yeah, I
behind
like the
the rest
pink
of the
suit.
pack. In front right now in lane 3 is going to be Tam Doan. Tam Doan first to the wall, and a nice turn, but got to watch out for lane number 7. Let's see if Cooper Klein can make a push for the finish. But it's Tam Doan with a strong performance.
Wow,
And
27.96.
really a dominating performance for the man, or the kid in lane 3.
I always wonder if it's faster to breathe every stroke. I mean, I think for some people, like Michael Phelps, like he breathes every stroke.
He's
But,
just
like,
built different though.
I know. I think for me, when I try and breathe every stroke and fly, it's just it
No,
feels
I
slow.
think it's really slow. I mean,
I don't get how
one
some
of the
people-
guys on my team at Thunder Bay breathes every stroke.
Yeah, I mean, Eric
But he's
breathes
so
every.
fast. Yeah,
There's a couple
it's,
people who
maybe
breathe every
it's just a
stroke.
guy thing.
Maybe, but I think you have to be really like you have to be good at it for it to
Oh,
be faster
yeah.
than not breathing.
Exactly.
Only 4 swimmers in this heat. It is Visentin in the 3rd lane. In the 4th lane, Cafiero. In the 5th lane is Bashan. And in the 6th lane is Beer. And out in front, Cafario. Cafario looking to finish this one strong, but right on his tail is swimmers in lane 4 and 5, but unable to catch Cafiero.
The
from
guy in the
Manitoba
heat
Swim Club
before
as he finishes
demolished
first
them.
in this heat.
Top 3 all under 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, 100 I am.
Oh, I love 100 IM. Even though it's
Just
technically like
Not a real
not a.
race.
I get it's a race, but like you cannot
can
do it
only
in
do
like
it
long
short
course. Yeah.
1 lap of each stroke.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Swimmers set to get going here, and they're off. Only lanes that are not taken up right now is lane 1 and lane 8.
Look
Anna
at
got a good
Anna.
start.
Anna Bostona Martinez is going off. Let's go.
Lane number 7, it's
Got some good.
Oh, good
Oh!
underwaters.
Cena Martinez on the backstroke.
This is just like a flat out just sprint every
Oh,
stroke.
oh
'cause
yeah.
Once you switch strokes, you kind of just restart and you can just go max.
Exactly. Nice.
In
Back to breast. That's the worst for me. Back to breast turns. I suck at them.
Oh, trying to do the crossover
Oh,
turn.
the crossover turns are the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
in lane number 7, still leading is
Anna
Arsena
Barcena
Martinez.
Let's go, Anna.
She's got a big lead.
She does. Now you just gotta go all out for the freestyle.
Lane number 4, that is who is in second at this point. That is in lane 4, Peyton
Go, go, go. Go, Anna.
Bourgoin.
You got this.
And it's going to be Arsena Martinez finishing in first in this heat. It really wasn't even close. Coming back now in lane 4, it is Peyton Bourgoin. Finishing in third in this heat will be Avery Blue. In fourth, Carbonell Fraser. And finishing in sixth is Mila Gaslard. Coming up next another 100-meter medley heat. Second heat for the girls' 100-meter individual medleys. And we're off. Still underwater, and I believe she has the lead. It is actually lane number 7 who has the lead, and that is Emma Gallant occupying it. And it's Emma Gallant and Noella Champagne in lanes 7 and 8 who are close to each other. Emma Gallant in lane 7, the leader at this point in this heat. But a nice push off there in lane 5 from Tabitha Haffenbrack. And Tabitha Haffenbrack is now in the lead. Trailing behind her now in second is the lane 7 swimmer in Emma Gallant. And now on the way back in the freestyle stroke now, it's going to be Haffenbrack looking to get her victory here. Right on her is in lane 7 in Gallant, but it will be Haffenbrack taking home the win. Gallant in second as she was in lane 7, and Noella Champagne in lane 8. Ends up finishing third. Another 100-meter individual medley coming up here will be Michaela Shinchishin in the third lane, Julia Metcalf in the fourth lane, and Maya Booth in the fifth lane.
This is the 10 and under final. I think at this whole meet there's only 7 10 and under swimmers in total.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because
The years before there was
there used to be a lot.
way more.
So how many do you usually see?
Well, I think in the past couple years there were like 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like there
Over
this used
30
to be
at
like
least.
the 10 and under meet.
Yeah.
because-
But I guess just because, like, COVID, like, it really affected a lot
Yeah,
of
definitely.
swimmers.
Especially, I think the young.
Oh,
young
yeah.
kids.
It's hard for the young kids to stay motivated
And also
without
like
being with their friends.
yeah, and a lot of the older kids got like exemptions to go swim, but the young kids they never really got
Exactly.
to throughout COVID. So, but
Is Michaela Shinchishin right now out in front as she is into her next 25 meters along with all the other swimmers here in this race and Metcalf and Booth. But it is Shinchishin who is out in front. Gaining on her though
Is
in the
Julia
fourth
gonna
lane
catch
is
up?
Julia Metcalf.
oh, she's catching up.
She is catching up. Oh,
Go,
neck and
Julia.
neck. That was just a freestyle. You gotta give her.
The freestyle for the win here. Down the last 25 meters of this
Who's it
race.
gonna
Who's it going to be? Is it
Who's
going to
it
be
gonna
lane
be?
3 and
Come on,
Shinchishin
go,
or lane
go.
4 for Julia Metcalf?
I've
It's
known
close to call
Julia.
right now. Julia
I've-
Metcalf. You can edge
Go,
her out.
go.
Shinchishin
on.
making it close. It'll be Metcalf or
Go, go, go,
Shinchishin,
go.
and it will be Shinchishin.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh. There's a lot of technical
Getting the
difficulties.
edge slightly there on Metcalf. Booth finishes off a race now and by 0.08
100.
seconds.
That was very
100
close.
seconds. Crazy.
Not even 0.1 of a second. That was really close.
Yeah, that was really close.
$12 and under final now.
Yeah.
12 and under final now. It has started. 8 swimmers in this heat. It is the 5th out of 6 heats here for the girls 100 meter individual medley. And out in front right now in the 4th lane is Annika Dick. And the girls into the backstroke now. In the 4th lane, Annika Dick. She is being led now, I believe. And nope, Annika Dick still having the lead, but it is Emma Safinik who is in 2nd. She looks like she's making that move into 1st now. It's Safinik, and it will be between her and in lane number 4, Annika Dick. On these last 25 meters of the race. And Safinik going hard. Looks like she might have it. And oh, in lane 2 here, it's Chloe Park catching up, making some ground, but I think that Safinik will be just too much here for all the other swimmers. And that means that in lane number 7, Emma Safinik ends up taking the win. Coming up next, the 5th heat of the girls 100-meter individual medley. Quinn Snively's been having a strong Saturday today.
Go Quinn!
What?
Go Quinn!
Oh, Quinn's swimming.
Quinn has been doing very well this whole meet. She took off like 20 seconds from her 200 free this morning.
Really?
Yeah. She's dominating. Go.
And it is in lane number 4, it is Bridget Sage. And right with her is Quinn Snively. But it is still close. Bridget Sage might have a bit of an advantage here. It looks like she does here on
Come on, Quinn.
Quinn Snively.
Oh my god, it's close. The two men
those-
head to head.
Don't those goggles look like Katie's?
But it's Snively.
Maybe. Oh yeah,
The pink
they
ones.
do. They look like my old ones.
Go, Quinn.
Snively and Sage almost neck and neck here. Will be interesting to see what happens. Will it be Snively looking at another first place
go,
finish to her
go,
resume?
Go,
Will it be Sage? And it is Bridget Sage coming away with the win
Second best.
on Quinn Snively.
Team Quinn.
Okay, they're teammates. That was good. Good job. Good job, guys. Aw.
Finishing in
that's
3rd
cute.
there, as well as Ariel Pats. And we'll be moving on to the 5th heat in the girls individual 100-meter individual medley now.
15 and over final.
Let's go.
Oh, that was a really fast start.
And in lane 5, having such a strong meet here today in session 3 is Chisholm Unkechika. Currently the leader still as they get into the backstroke portion of this 100-meter individual medley. In lane 3, making a good move into first, challenging at least, is Isadora Pedroza.
See,
She does just that.
some people are doing the crossover turn and some
Oh.
aren't.
The crossover turns are scary. I'm too scared that I'm gonna get disqualified if I do that.
They are faster if you're good at them.
They
But
yeah,
you can get disqualified. Some people don't really.
they are faster, but I feel like I lose my breath way more for doing a crossover
Oh,
turn.
me
Like
too.
going on, like for going to my breast pull out. Like I have
Yeah.
no breath left in me.
Into the final 25 meters now. Looking to hang on is Isadora Pedroza, but Unkechika looking to make some ground on her, and Unkechika is going to come in second. as Isadora Pedroza finishes in first. Kea Joyelle finishes in third in lane 6. And the rest you can see there on the right side of your screen up top right, as we are showing you the scoreboard here from the Pan Am pool here in Winnipeg. That was the last heat for the girls 100 meter individual medley. Moving on to the boys 100 meter individual medley now. This first group will have 6 swimmers in it. And let's see what these boys got. In the 5th lane here, it is Mahinder Singh, and he's looked very impressive this weekend. He is currently the leader of this heat. Onto the backstroke portion. Into lane 4 is Nathan Mendoza. In lane 3 and 3rd is Hayden Grenko. But right now it's Mahinder Singh
Got a crossover turn.
continuing his strong performance this weekend into this race.
There's actually a lot of fast Marlins boys I've seen at this meet so far.
Mahinder Singh into his final 25 meters of his 100 individual medley heat, and he will finish it off strongly like he has been in many of his races all weekend long.
105.
Very speedy.
105
And in lane
21.
4 will be Nathan Mendoza coming in about 5 seconds worse in time, so that just proves how dominant Singh was. And in 3rd it was Hayden Grenko, coming in just under 8 seconds after Nathan Mendoza. It will be Cameron Harms in lane 6, finishing off his heat.
This is the last event before the relays.
So exciting. 100 IM is gotta be like the most fun race. And I love relays.
Me too.
We got a fan
There's
favorite, Ronan West.
in lane 4,
We got Ronan.
going up against Cole Davidson.
Oh, he almost fell.
We've got this, Ronan.
Let's see if
Please don't fall.
Ronan
fall short.
can
Go, yes, yes.
get a win
Yeah.
here as both swimmers are off.
Do that fly.
Let's see if he can remember the order.
He said he knew it in the
Racing.
car.
Wow.
Look
He
at him
is.
go.
He is
Yes.
trying to swim butterfly. He's coming very.
He's doing it.
He's
5
swimming a
more
little bit
meters.
vertical. That's okay.
He's getting there. Come on. 2-hand touch. 2-hand touch.
Please don't.
2-hand touch. Yes.
Cole Davidson now
Kick your feet, bro.
is out in front into the backstroke portion of this race now, is same as
He's moving his arms.
He
Ronan
is.
West.
Kick that feet,
Come
bruh.
on.
Let's go,
There's
let's
Cole
go.
Davidson holding the lead at this point.
Ronan is.
Let's see his back to breast turn.
Oh. Will he do a crossover turn?
No.
I think on Ronan's
Come on,
50
come on,
back, he.
on. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Breaststroke, breaststroke. Yeah.
I think he's a little breaststroker.
He is. He says he likes breaststroke. Look at him go.
And looking at it is still Cole Davidson out in front.
Cole
he
is
will
doing
very
pretty good.
soon be going into his freestyle stroke portion of this event, the front crawl.
Don't you ever hear like coaches like whistle when you're doing breaststroke? Like the
Yeah.
big loud whistle?
Yeah.
I always hear it. Go, right.
I wish I
think
could
so.
do that.
I know.
Cole is very fast.
Look at him go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go! Wow. That was really good. Will Ronan go under 2 minutes?
And it's
And
Ronan
he
West
does. Let's go, Ronan.
in the 4th lane, coming away with second in this heat, and now we're moving into the men's 100-meter medley for this third heat. And of course, you talk about how the relays are coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, you a fan of the relay or not?
I love relays.
I love relays.
Everyone always seems so much faster on relays too because of the energy.
True.
It's just
That
so
is
fun.
very true.
It makes swimming a team sport.
But what do you like better though? Like, I am relays or freestyle?
I am relays is way better.
Yeah, for sure.
And starting off in the lead here after the first 25 meters is Rimso Unkechika. And Rimso Unkechika is now into the next 25 meters of his event in the last 50 meters of this event. And he is in full command of a lead here. He is ahead of the swimmer in lane number 4 at this point. And Logan Basis.
I think
He's going for
I
it.
think this is Shazam's brother. They're both pretty fast.
He is speedy.
Look at him go.
112.
And Chica having a strong performance once again here. How nice is it to see just the talent that's out here with all these swimmers being at a pretty young age.
I think it's really cool because I remember when I was little and all the fast swimmers would be watching and I would see them and I think like they would always come and talk to me. It was really inspirational. And and just like being able to see like some swimmers that could potentially just be really good in the future is really exciting.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of talent here.
Yeah.
Especially considering that COVID still happened and all these kids have bounced back very quickly.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
And into the fourth individual medley, 100-meter individual medley for the boys. It will be the second last individual medley of, individual medley of session 3, and here we go.
We got Joe Sumner, the only man to go.
And it is in lane 4, Ian Quinn. Off
Pink
to a
suit.
strong start. Believe he is in first.
Look at that pink suit go.
No, first place going to number 2 in Cam Doan right now in lane 2. On the breaststroke, having a very strong performance right now. And he's gaining some separation just a bit. And now a nice push off for him. Turns the other way, going into his next 25 meters, last 15 meters of the heat now for him.
Oh my
I wanna
gosh.
pick
How
two.
is he going
Yeah,
that
look at
faster in
him.
breaststroke? I literally don't move. Jeez.
Trailing behind him now is Jerome Timpug in lane
Jerome.
3, but no one is catching Tam Doan. And what a performance from Tam Doan on this race.
Very nice swim.
Look at him go. Let's go, Tam. That's like my 100 free time. Sheesh.
And Lowen Blatz coming in at 6th because Ahmed Osman did not participate in lane 7. It's going to be Mozienko in lane 8 finishing in last place. So you can see there, Doan, Timpug, and Morgan Terra finishing in top 3.
One more heat.
Last but not least. Last one, fast one.
And here we go, final individual medley for the boys here for the 100 meters. Of course, relay event coming up in just a bit here. But out in front, it is going to be in lane 5, Ian Gurney. Alex Wang not swimming in this race. He was supposed to be in lane 4. But onto the backstroke, trying to gain some ground here, and he is Hunter Daly. And he is right on the heels of Ian Gurney at this point. And both Gurney and Daly onto the breaststroke portions of things. Going into the last type of swim here, last style of swim, into the freestyle, or I like to call it the front crawl, and now it is in lane 5. Ian Gurney looking like he's going to win this thing. Hunter Daly in second. Finishing in third will be LeBlanc in lane 6, but it will be Ian Gurney taking this one in the final heat, the 5th heat out of the boys 100 meter individual medley.
Now for
So what's usually the biggest strategy in the relay here coming up from a team aspect, from a team standpoint of strategizing who's going to go where in the lineup?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do it differently. It's
Yeah, a lot of teams do it differently. Like, some people put their fastest in the middle, some people put at the beginning, some people put their fastest at the end.
I mean,
the anchor.
I think most of the time anchor is
usually
the
the fastest.
like the less.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's lots of different ways
Yeah.
people do it. I don't know what the best is, but
But I mean, it's different for IM because it's usually just the best. Who's
Yeah.
the best at it?
Yeah.
Here we
Stroke.
go. It is
What do you usually swim
out in
in
front to
IM
start
relay?
off.
I
Naomi
don't know. I do different every time.
Robotham for the Manta team in lane 3. And it is Chloe Park in lane 4.
The way they do relays is like different, especially like the IM relay. It's not really IM order. It's like
No, it's not.
that you go back breast fly free instead of fly back breast free. So
It's because of the backstroke start. Like
Yeah.
you can't really.
It used to confuse me so much when I was
Oh,
little.
I know. I
was
could
like-
never figure it out
Yeah.
for the life of me. I was always so confused. Yeah, I usually do anything in IM relay except for breaststroke. I definitely never do breaststroke in an IM relay.
Out in front right now in lane 3 is Jane Gorchinski for Manta Swim Club. Falling behind her is Sophie Marshall in lane 4. Way behind is Emily Vervate. Both Marshall and Vervate swimming for the Manitoba Marlins Swim Club. And it's looking like Jane Gorchinski here, putting her team in good position, as she was before, keeping up the good pace that her team has established. And it is Anna Zhang now, who is the leader for the Manta Swim Club in lane 3. In lane 4, Gabrielle Bergeron. In lane 5, Avery Blue. And they're coming up on the last swimmer for Team Manta here.
That was a big splash.
And really giving it.
Look at her go.
Bring it home. Bring it home with the
Is McKenna Olafson.
Oh, look at this girl. She's speedy.
And
She
McKenna
quick.
Olafson looking to finish off this race strong. Looking to catch her is
Aw.
Emma
Look at them cheering.
Safinik.
See,
But
look at
too
them
much
cheering.
Girl.
for the
cheering.
Manta Swim Club here in lane 3 as McKenna Olafson finishes it off.
That's the best with relays. Your team cheering you on.
Yeah.
So for this, from what we've seen, you can choose what, 2 different strokes? Is that what it is for each swimmer?
Well, so like for the relay, there's 4 swimmers, and
Yeah.
each swimmer they do 4 legs, so each swimmer does a different stroke. They just do a 50 of each stroke.
Yeah, so two different strokes because they only go there and back once. right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
It's the same stroke.
yeah, you only do 1 stroke. Like, you get assigned a stroke, you have to do
I
it.
see.
like
No,
50
I see,
fly
I
or
see.
50
Yeah, yeah,
breast,
that makes
50
sense.
back, or 50 free. Relays are always so exciting to watch.
Yeah, this will get more exciting. There's more swimmers this time. so.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got the manta relay.
We got the manta relays.
Ooh, is that Hallie?
Yep. That is Hallie.
Let's get it, guys.
And 7
Let's
swimmers
go,
entering
backstrokers.
the pool to start off. 7 teams
Let's go,
competing in this
backstrokers.
heat in total.
They don't have the ledge.
I know.
It's weird.
I
like
can't
the
do
ledge.
backstroke starts without a ledge.
I don't like doing I can't even do backstroke starts in general.
Hello, Hallie.
Hallie is
Oh,
blowing
Michaela's-
them out of the water.
Michaela's pretty close, though.
She is. She's coming in hot.
In lane
Yeah,
4 it
yeah.
is
I love Michaela.
Hallie West, followed by Michaela Erpello. And Hallie West, the first swimmer for the Manta team in the 4th lane.
We have Quinn doing the breaststroke.
And we are now into the second swimmers for all of these teams.
Ooh, that was a fast turn.
Now out in front still is the 4th lane occupied by the Manitoba swim team, the Manta Swim Club. Quinn Snively currently swimming. And also in lane 4 it is Ava Timpug, who is in second. And this Manta Swim Club in the 4th lane really cleaning up
Wow.
here.
They all have
Her
really
fly looks
nice.
really
yeah,
good.
they all have really nice relay starts. I suck at like the relay dives. I cannot.
Ariana
Oh.
has a really nice fly. Look
They're
at her.
close.
Oh, she just swam the 200 fly this
Yeah, she
earlier.
did. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Into the final
She's
50
keeping her head
meters
down.
now,
She's going.
or 20,
Look at her go.
yeah,
Wow.
50 meters for these girls here. And it is going to be the Manta Swim Club here, looking to finish off strong. Now it will be between them in the 4th lane and in the 5th lane of the Seal Swim team, but it's going to be Bryn Curtis finishing it off, getting the win. Olivia
See, look at them all
Southwood
cheering.
Yeah,
in second.
that's the best.
Yeah. It's also a lot different right now because not everyone's on pool deck. Like they all have to go
Yeah.
sit in the stands over in the other pool, so it's even louder when
Oh
at
my
a normal
gosh,
swim meet.
like
It's
with
so much fun.
Like without COVID and everything
Yeah,
too.
oh,
like
I miss that.
screaming. Like I lose my voice after every swim meet. Like every swim meet, my voice is always gone.
Aw.
We are moving into the final girls relay medley event now. 200-meter medley relay event. Coming up to finish off this broadcast will be 3 events from the boys' side of things for the 200-meter medley relay. And waiting for the swimmers to get set and lined up here on the board. As you can see, there should be 4 teams racing in this next one. 2 Manta Swim Club teams, 1 Seal Swim Club team, and 1 Manitoba Marlins Swim Club team. And we are set here and ready to go. For the girls, they do it one final time here on this Saturday night. We'll come away with this win in the 4x50, which is 200-meter medley relay. And a strong start. All these girls getting us on the backstroke to start off. And it's Abby DeBellin. Strong push off the wall. She's trying to get into that first place spot, but in the fourth lane, it is Claire McCallum who is out in front. Right behind her, gaining speed on her, is Abby DeBellin now. And it is going to be, just edging out. I believe that was Abby DeBellin, giving her team the advantage in the fifth lane. Madison Reimer now taking over for the SEAL team. Julia Pedroza for the Manta Swim Club in lane 4. And on lane 6 for the Manitoba Marlins Swim Club, it is Isis Fernandez in third place. Tiana Paletta in third place, trying to gain on the competition, but currently it is Madison Reimer in the fifth lane leading the pack. And now the SEAL swim team looking to gain even more of an advantage.
There's Rosie from the SEALs.
She has a nice
Her
fly.
flies very fast. She's
Yeah.
a flyer.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I used to swim with her. I miss her.
Rosie Bowles out in front, putting her team in excellent position here to finish things off here with a potential first place finish, but
Go, go, go.
for, I believe,
Oh, I don't know. It's going to be
Anke
close.
Chica.
Is she gonna
Here's
get
some
her?
Anke
Is she
Chica.
gonna
She
get
is
her?
Look- see,
gonna
look at them
absolutely
cheer.
love this.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Chica. And
Oh my
Kate's
god,
going
she's-
at it,
gosh.
and
Go,
Anke
go.
Chica
Look
will
at her.
see
Go,
capture.
go, go.
Anke Chica,
go, go, go.
cheering with me,
Oh
and
my
that
god.
is
Oh my god, they
Anke
took the
Chica
win.
with the win.
And
for
they
Manta
got the
Swim
win.
Club.
Let's go, Manta. She's speedy. Holy, she came out of
Wow.
nowhere. They had a really big lead, too. That was a really good race.
Well, awesome
This is
race.
very good.
Guys. That was
An
really
awesome
close.
race
Send
indeed.
100 for
What
the
a
sake.
finish in this 200-meter medley relay for the girls. Moving on to the final 3 races of the third session now. It will be between the boys this time around, and it will be the 200-meter medley relay for them. 3 races will be happening here. Starting off with the first one. 6 teams, 6 swimmers taken to the pool. And it actually does look like
Looks like. Oh.
there's
Five?
five
Oh,
at the pool.
wait.
Oh, we
He's
got
trying
one
to-
more.
he's
We got
coming.
one more. Okay. Why
All right.
couldn't they wait for me?
Yeah.
And here we go.
Oh, some good backstroke dives. The nice underwaters.
And we are off. It is in the 4th lane. In the 4th lane at this point, leading the race, it is Harlem Lowe. And right behind him, in 5th, is Cooper Klein. Both of these teams in lane 4 and lane 5, as well as lane 3, are from the Manitoba Marlins Swim Club.
Oh my god, that guy's breaststroke is so fast.
Yeah.
Now with all
Both
these
of their breaststroke.
all these different swim clubs, would you say that there's any rivalries at all between the clubs?
I that would be you, Mia. You'd have to
I
speak for
mean,
that.
I honestly, I don't know. I mean,
Everyone seems like they all have good sportsmanship. Like
Yeah.
like coming here from Thunder Bay, I can see that some people on Manta are friends with some people on the Marlins, and
yeah, no,
you're
like,
obviously
we're all
still friends with some people on the Seals as well.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, everyone kind of just talks to everyone because we're a
All
really
live in
small
Winnipeg.
province.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
and there's not a lot of us, so we kind of just all know each other. I mean,
It's not just friendly competition.
Yeah, it's just exactly.
You know, it's good that you guys have like multiple teams in Winnipeg
Yeah.
because you can do like small meets with like just people from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
And out in front now, leading this point, it's Rimso Onke Chica and this Onke Chica family swimming very strongly this weekend. It continues here as he gives his team a huge advantage over lanes 3 and 2 at this point.
Oh, 155.
Manta's Noah Cambly in the 6th lane, looking to keep his distance here on the freestyle stroke. Logan Basis and Ahmed Banani finish here, and they won't be able to. Was the 4th and 5th lanes finishing here for the Manitoba Marlins. And in the 3rd lane, in the 6th lane, my apologies, the Mantas Swim Club able to take home the win. And this is going to be the second final race of the night, of course. Want to thank all the viewers for taking the time and tuning into ASTV Productions coverage of the Swim Manitoba meets here, put on at the Pan Am Pool in Winnipeg for the 2022 Manitoba Junior Provincials. We're about to wrap up session 3, but we'll be back here early in the morning tomorrow to cover the final session of the weekend, session 4, here around 8 a.m. But still, we got some swimming left to cover here, and it's 2 relay races left.
Ooh, Manta versus Bisons.
And it is Jacob Bell racing right now for the Mantas. Jack Coots in lane number 4 for U-Man. And it's Jack Coots with a slight advantage over Bell. And on the dive, it is now U-Man still in front. It is Queen Isaac, followed by Walker Wilson and Isaac Hunt.
Steven on the blocks.
I think this is going to be pretty close.
Steven has a really good fly, though.
Yeah, I like his suit.
Me too. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Come
let's
on,
go.
Steven. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's already...
Sheesh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. They're literally neck and neck.
Oh, my
the
gosh.
turns.
Who's gonna
term
bring it
is-
home on the freestyle,
The term
though?
is very important. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at
Steven
Steven.
So down to the
Bannock
freestyle.
for the Mantas out in front, leading this race right now.
Go. Oh.
That's
And,
that's what happens to me when I touch the wall.
Oh
my gosh!
The Manta's still out in front, but it's
No.
U-Man making a push
Oh.
now in lane
The
4.
Bisons.
It's
Wow, he's
Lieutenant
fast.
Laurent looking to finish it off strong. Can Cassie catch him? It's
Wow.
looking like it's going to be
Everyone's
Luke St.
cheering.
Laurent. His team cheering him on, and it is Luke
That was
St.
a very
Laurent
fast
finishing in
last 50.
first.
Oh. Aw.
Over
Good
the
job, guys.
Mantas.
That was a very interesting race to watch.
And with that, we are on for the
Skim.
Fast.
Skim.
final race
Skim.
of the evening.
Skim milk.
And I have not seen this team this weekend. Who exactly is the Skimmers swim team?
They're from Steinbach.
From Steinbach?
Where's
yeah,
Steinbach?
Steinbach Skimmers. sort of like southwest of Winnipeg. I don't really know. No, it's out of Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
Well, 2 teams remaining here for the final. Well, not remaining, but 2 teams left here for the
Oh, is that
final
Ronan?
race
Oh my gosh.
of
I think it is.
Saturday night here in session 3.
He is swimming with with the old guys. This
Come on,
is-
Ronan.
And here we go.
Oh
In
my
lane
God.
4, Ronan West. In lane 5,
Go!
Go, Ronan!
He's like,
Ronan
wow.
He's
West.
actually look at his arms going. Kick those feet.
I think. Oh, look at Devin.
Come on,
And
Ronan. Oh!
it is
He did a really good
Did he
flip
do a
turn.
flip turn this time?
lane
Yeah.
4.
Go!
Ronan West way behind. Rowan Glatz out in front.
Come on, Ronan,
Oh,
go!
Okay, well, the rest of these guys are
Like-
are pretty fast on this
Yeah.
team. We got Jerome, Devin, and Alex.
Oh,
Oh no, his
oh, the goggles fell off. This is like, that actually makes me sad.
The breaststroke is like the best race to have your goggles fall off.
That is true, though. That is very true.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-oh.
look at his pullout. Come on, Jerome.
So are we going to come back after
Go.
this?
It is Jacob
Oh yeah, look how fast he is.
Makowski, who is
You
out
got
in
this.
front. Jerome Timpug in lane 4. Looking to catch. It is Jerome Timpug gaining some ground there on Makowski. And now into the 3rd swimmer for the SEAL team.
Go Seals! And
And the skimmers.
Skimmers.
Go skimmers.
Go.
And it is Visentin along with Ryan Deshoe in there. And looking at it, Visentin.
Devin, get on the block. Go.
It's enough. Okay. Yeah, it's got a pipe down.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Pipe down.
Sorry.
And we are going to finish the race here with Devin Lusk in 4th. And finishing off, Henner Zander. And there we have it. The final 200-meter medley relay is in the books here, with the SEAL team coming away with it. So we will be back here tomorrow morning here on ASTV Productions. Graham Forsyth here on the play-by-play call. We'll be back tomorrow for one last time, and want to thank both Maya and Jamie for coming on the broadcast here tonight and giving some insight on swimming. Girls, thanks for doing this.
Thanks for
thank you for
having
having
us.
We're signing off now here on ASTV Productions. Until tomorrow morning, folks. We'll see you then here on ASTV Productions at the Pan Am Pool in Winnipeg.